Hi everyone, welcome to Car Transformation UK. This is part 7 I think, yep, of the MGZS 1.8 build. So I've done a bit of work off camera, already got one of the back doors off. I'm taking the bumpers off, lights out, and seeing what we've got to do on the rear end. We're getting to the point now where we're nearly ready to get the car in the bay, get it all masked up and get it in primer, which is pretty cool. So I'll spin you around, let's see where we are. Already done the other side, so let's get this back bumper off. So I think you get the idea. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back once I start to take the bumper off, and we'll see what we've got underneath it. Two bar electrics hiding up under it. Got to undo the old sensors, number plate wires. Actually under here is looking very nice, which is great. Just what I wanted to see. Once we get that cleaned down, that'd be absolutely lovely. Exactly what we want. Right, so what I'll do is I'll get this all unwired and disconnected, and we'll go from there. Okay, so bumper's off, all the wiring's out. Bumper's actually in really good nick apart from some lack around these, which is a pain. So it's literally just them, and the same the other side. Otherwise it's got no scuffs. Well, it's got a few little scuffs and stuff, but nothing major. Right, so let's get this out of the way. Put it somewhere where it's not going to get damaged. And we'll go in a bit closer and I'll show you what we've got there. So, I'm quite impressed, to be honest. It's absolutely solid as a rock. Lovely. Obviously you've got to sort out what's going on with this tow bar. We've got part of it on this side. Well, it's still actually attached in the chassis. All you'd have to do is put a bar on the back and a ball hitch and you'd actually be able to use it, but it's not what we're after. You can see the nice old stainless exhaust now there. And the box and stuff look like that will clean up lovely. Yeah, just dirt. Look at that. Absolutely lovely. So that will sort itself out with a good old clean. Underneath is looking nice as well. So what I'll do is, when I get a chance, I'll take this outside and give it a good old wash and get all that scrubbed down, and we'll have a look at it properly. But from what I can see, we're looking really good. Another thing I have found that I've got to do is inside of the boot. It's done as normal what it does on a silver. Put some cleaner on it and the colour comes off because they don't lacquer it. So it's only a base coat, as you can probably hear on camera. So any treatments or stuff like that is fairly strong. Just takes the base coat off, which is a real pain. Right, so I'll carry on. So as you can see, I've got a door off because that's the one that's going to get replaced. So we don't need that one at the moment. And while I was doing that, I found a new dent, which is not going to show on camera very well, but basically got a dent here on the corner of this door. So we'll do that off camera as well. We'll get that done. Still got a couple of bits to do on these doors here. I'm now on sort of the final fill. They've been a right pain to do. Some ways I wish I'd have changed the doors because they're a little bit rippled, because obviously someone kicked them in when they done the damage. But we're there now with a nice coat of primer and stuff on them. It should be pretty good. Then I'll move on to this back skirt kit and along the bottom. We'll go up this quarter panel, which all as far as I see is just a few little stone chips. Bit where the stickiness was around the badge. Find out what's going on with this kit at the top here, just to make that look a bit tidier. And that's pretty good, I think. Back onto this quarter as well. We've got to sort out where someone decided to paint around this at some point when they've done this quarter previously, which is why all these are not very good down these, because they ain't been done properly. You can literally peel a lacquer. So I'll be digging that out behind there, giving that a little skim like it's meant to have with Bodykit sealer, and sorting out that quarter. Once we've done that, that's ready to get the car in the spray bay, mask up what we need to mask up, and get the bits in primer. So as you can tell, we're moving on quite nicely. Cool, look at my face in the camera. I've done a 12-hour fishing session the other day, and I've got absolutely cooked. Look at my face, I'm absolutely red, all my arms are red. So a bit sore at the moment, but nothing I can't deal with while I'm just getting on with what I'm doing. If you are interested in fishing and you like that sort of thing, I've got another channel which does very well. It's called Waterside Fishing Adventures. If you want to go over and have a look, feel free, and to subscribe if you like that sort of thing. Thanks very much. Okay, so moving on, we're doing quite well with this ZS now. As I say, we'll do these last few bits, and then we'll be able to get it in the spray bay and get it in primer, the actual body, which would be nice. And then we can go from there. Okay, so I've ground this door back. Not going to show you doing the repair, just showing you I'm doing it. And it's ready for me to put some filler in. There's the poor, damaged secret car. Keyed along this wing, rear quarter, gouge in the bonnet, other wing. And whatever else I find when I carry on. I've already started repairing it, but I've been working my way down this side today. Just making all the final bits on it, and from what I can see, we're all nice and shaped. About time. It's been hard work, guys. It's hard to show, but I think you get the idea, and I didn't think you want to see any more of me doing this side. You've seen quite a bit, so I'll be on to this bit next. But I think before that, I'm going to take it outside and blast all this down, get all this off. And then we've got this side as well, as we said before. And then I think we're there. The roof, I don't think need doing, but if it does, I will. And then that'll be a case of taking the doors off, getting all the doors in primer separately, and then the car in primer. And then we'll be getting somewhere. We'll be leaving it to dry for a little while. Okay, so jump pack's on. Let's see if she still starts. Been a few weeks. Well, not bad. She went, that's good news. Right, I'm going to move it out. Give the front end a quick blast over. Then I'm going to spin around and do the back end and bring her back in. clean it down on this front end and then spin it around and sort the back end out. Put new seals in my gun. No leaks. Get some of the dust off at the same time. Right, spin it around and do a nicer job on the back end. A bit different. You'll feel pumps winding as we're getting a lot of fill. I think you get the idea. That's got a lovely clean bodywork underneath the back bumper and the whole rear end. Look at that. This all seems starting to come up as well, but obviously I need a proper clean as well. Yeah, lovely condition. Give the rest of the car a quick wash just to get all the dust off it because it's been covered in dust for weeks. Right, time to get it back in and dry it off again because we don't want none of that to rust, because there's a couple of bits of bare metal on it, so I'll dry them off camera, get it back in. Yeah, so she's running good still. We're even better now, this back end's all lovely and clean. You can see it even better indoors, that. So that's quite impressive. They're normally a bit bubbled up and getting a bit rough down there at this age. So I'm really happy with that. Makes that a keeper shell really. Hopefully underneath is the same. Right, I'm going to stop there for now and get this all dried up off camera, and I'll bring you back when we start doing the next part where I'll decide to do. Okay, so it's been a few days, so I'll bring you up to date where we are. We've done the bonnet, all the inside of the bonnet's done, the front bumper's all done, the grill's done. I've started taking some doors off. As you can see, that back door's off. It's over here, and I'm having to just rework some of this because it still weren't quite right. Being a right pain they are. This back door's off as well. That one is sitting over there, and that one's scrap. As you probably know in a previous video, I bought another one, so I've got to go and pick that up. I've just finished doing the work on this door, so this door's sorted now. I've done the little wing vent and most of this wing now, so everything's all ready to be primed. Just got to get the mud flap and sort out the rest of this bottom bit here. Just take all the shine off this lot, and that's sorted. This front door's got to come off, and we've just got to do something about this skirt here and take everything off like I have on this door, all the rubbers, all the bottom bits, and mask up inside the door, so we can take these off, stuff like this, and get all the inside of the doors ready to be sorted as well. Took some of it off on this one already. Also have to take off all these rubbers on the inside of the doors, take the windows out and take all these strips out. So quite a lot of messing about and a lot of hassle really, to be fair, but this is the way to do it if you want to do it right. So boot wise, got to sort out what's going on inside this boot here. Start flattening some of the back, as you can probably see, but it goes through so easy because that's only a base coat. Got to take the locks and stuff out, the badges off, all them sorts of things. Take the spoiler off and work out how we're going to sort all that out and do that. This back quarter is all flattened off. We've done where the badge was, where all the glue was, where someone had actually painted around the badge instead of taking off and painting the quarter properly. So that's all prepped and done nicely. I've got to take all this lot off inside the door and stuff like that here. This door's ready and all prepped. Just got to take the shine off the top of here, take all the strips out, same again, glass out, all the rubbers off. Front wing, all prepped. Just got to do the shark fin bit and take the shine off the rest of the silver. All the little dents and all the little scratches and stuff are all prepped. We've got to do inside the bonnet. So all this has all got to come out down the sides, all the front. This has all got to come off. Everything out the way, so we can get that all flattened down and primed. Same on this side, battery out. All these pipes up in the air at least, if not off. This out, we've got to replace this lid. It's been melted at some point. And all along the back there has got to come off as well, so we can get all the engine bay painted up. So that's that sort of much done. Then got the roof. And to be fair, roof don't really need doing, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm doing the rest of the car, so might as well do it, give it a fresh coat. But it's pretty much spotless, there's nothing around the sunroofs or anything, so we're going to have to take the sunroof out, get that out of our way, ready to do the paintwork. So that's pretty much where we are. And first thing I'm going to do is get onto this door, get this straight. Most of it's there now, just this last little bit hopefully. And we're going to spin this bonnet over onto its other side, sort that out too, get that ready to be painted, and we'll go from there. Hopefully you'll notice too that the sound quality and stuff is much better now. I've just upgraded a load of my gear, so the sound quality should be really nice now and crystal clear. So that's all good, so let's get on with this project. Let's see what we can get done today. Hopefully you notice too that I've upgraded the filming gear and stuff to go with it. So we've got no more flickering lights, and you can see everything nice and clear as you are now. So hopefully as the weeks go by we'll get better and better and better. And things will look really good and sound really good. That's the plan. We can build more of these cars, make videos look better, and then all those sort of production stuff like that, and get some better shots and better angles and things like that. And we'll keep getting better and better all the time. Okay, so I reckon you're fed up with seeing this door, so I'll do the rest of this door off camera and we'll move on to another panel or something else, and I'll bring it back and show you what we're going to do next. Okay, time to get this middle part of the spoiler out so we can paint it both sides. It's obviously hard to get in there with the spray paint, you end up putting too much paint on or touching this panel. So we take these bits out in the middle. So when doing these bolts, definitely better than taking them off here, because the bolts quite often snap, so we don't even want a chance of that. And there's a gap between the spoiler and the boot anyway, so the paint will get in there anyway. To that side, to this side. Don't know if you can hear, but outside is absolutely windy as anything. Keeps snowing, shaking all the roof. But we're right in here with the old big heaters on and nice and warm. And getting on with what we've got to do. Getting it to move now. So I'll put these bolts somewhere. Get that middle section out. And we'll move on to the next bit. Well, in the end, the spoiler didn't want to split into 3 bits. I didn't want to break it, so I've removed it. And we'll do it off the bonnet. Off the bonnet? Off the boot. So I've obviously got to deal with these sticky paddy bits now. So I'll probably heat them up with a heat gun, make them sticky and hopefully peel them off. That's the plan anyway. Right, so we'll get on with that. And we'll keep moving forward. Okay, so how I do this, I just basically get the old heat gun, put it on sort of medium setting, 5-6, get some heat going, and just warm it up so it starts to bubble up. Shouldn't take too long. It's like a softy sort of rubbery stuff, so it's already starting to lift it. Here we go. And that's a nice quick way of doing that. Watch your fingers when you're doing it as well, because it gets pretty hot. Try not to get, try not to get it too hot, because you'll warp your boot, which you don't want to do. Trying to come off. It's making the old spreader soft. It's been out of shape, but it was so hot. So you just have to keep working at it basically until you get as much as possible removed. bit tedious, but you just got to keep doing it. Once you get to a point where most of it's off, you can sand the rest of it. And that will just fall off quite easily. So I think you get the idea. So I'll get the rest of this off, and then the tiny bits that will be left with the sander will sand off, and I've got to do the other side. Okay, so we'll just give it a wipe down, and then I'll bring you in close and show you what we got. As you can see, not too hard of a job. Did have quite a few people actually asking me how I got that off, so that's why I show it a bit more in detail. I'll just wipe the rest of the boot, because I'm going to have to 500 the rest of the boot soon. And then badges off tomorrow probably. So basically, that's what we got. And all we need to do with that is sort of mask an area around it and prime it all back in. Once it's primed and it's all gone hard, same on this side. Prime an area around here. Prime it 2 or 3 coats, flatten it all back in with the flat block. And that'll be that part done of the boot, which is pretty cool. Tomorrow I'll be cutting them badges off, get the old fishing line out and cut behind them badges, tidy up behind them, sort that out. I've managed to finish the top of this door eventually. I've just got one more little thing to do on there, which I might just quickly do on camera right now. Is just a quick bit of Scotch Brite down the side of these where it's still shiny. Literally going to take me a few seconds. Because we don't want none of this lifting once it's all painted up, and that would have been nice. Also off camera I've just done this whole bit of body kit. You can probably see close up there's lots of little stone chips and slightly out of shape down the bottom there, so I've done all that as well. I'll just quickly show you that. You can see where I put some filler in there, and then you can see all the little stone chips. I've worked my way all the way around the skirt. Now I have noticed that it's loose, so I'm going to be peeling that back, sorting out the back surface on here, body kit sealing it, clamps all night, and then that'll sort that out. So that's not too much of a problem. And now we've got to move on to the next bit. So what's next? Wondering whether to sand this spoiler down now. It's got no damage or nothing on it, so it should be a case of Scotch-Brighting it, which is nice. Shouldn't take too long, probably half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. So I think I'll do that next, and think about what else I've got to do on the car while I'm doing that. So I tried a bit of Scotch-Brite on that, and that didn't really do a lot, so I've decided to get the old sander out, and I'm going to give it a 500 and see where we go from there. Whew, not bad. So I'm going to have to do the rest by hand, which I'll do off camera. Whew. And I'll bring it back and show you once I'm finished it. Okay, so I just spent the last probably half an hour, 40 minutes going over this, doing all these end bits. Bit of a pain, but got there. Had to turn it over and stuff as well, and finish off the bits that the sander didn't get on the edges and stuff like that. But we're looking good. Got all the little bits inside where the screws go in as well. And all... oh, there's a bit there I missed actually, look. See, it's a good job. I'll get the camera on here sometimes. And then all underneath along the top. Which I've got most of, I think. It's just the shiny bits. They're just dust where I haven't wiped it down yet. But that little piece there was a piece I missed, which I'm going to quickly do. And then I think I'm done for the day. Yeah, so I'm going to stop there for the day, I think. It's bank holiday Monday, so I've done sort of 7.5 hours today, so done a fair few hours. My face is still burnt from being out the other day, isn't it? Obviously hot from sanding as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share and all that sort of stuff if you like the video. And any of the videos that I do. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Got a big update coming for this build, so stay tuned and I'll see you soon.